Joplin, Missouri. It's the day after an F3 or 4 hit Joplin, Missouri. Not the biggest storm you can get, but according to the reports, it just sat over Joplin and literally tore the town up. They're saying it's about a 7-mile swath. Right now, we're just leaving a town called Miami, Oklahoma, which we were in a few months ago for another tornado. This is Bobby. How can I help you? Oh, hey, appreciate you calling me. I'm about 25 miles out from Joplin right now. You mind if I grab a quick interview with you?
Well, I don't mind at all. I may have trouble telling you where we're at, but I'll do my best. My associate Josh Chapman, Sam Chapman, and I are hooked up with our Northwest Arkansas Regional Task Force 1 right now. We're trying to conduct a search of demolished Home Depot. We had a report of several remains still be trashed inside, maybe also some bodies to recover. That's where we're at right now. A lot of standing around and waiting. I'm sure you've been associated with operations like this before, so you know what that's like.
Right.
But yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome to hook up with us. I know that Chief Rhodes and Chief Jenkins plan on being here sometime after lunch today.
Outstanding. I'll be there in about a half hour, 45 minutes. We're about 26 miles right now from Joplin. We're in the middle of a pretty heavy downpour, some high winds. We saw some pretty severe lightning. There are threats for more tornadoes in the area today. So from what we understand, this tornado sat yesterday on top of Joplin for about 6 miles. We're going to meet up with a task force out of Arkansas, which is combined with a couple of other groups. They're on a commercial structure, a Home Depot that's been collapsed. Possible reports of people inside the Home Depot, maybe some body recovery, or perhaps a rescue. So we'll film that as soon as we get there. So that's where we're at today. This is Bobby Halton with Fire Engineering, and we're live heading into the eye of the storm in Joplin, Missouri. And we're on scene in Joplin, Missouri, the day after an F3, F4 sat on top of Joplin, cut a 6-mile long, 1.5 mile wide path of destruction, leveling everything in its path, including a hospital, which we'll show you some video of in a bit, and a nursing home where they are doing some void searches. Right now, we know there are 90 confirmed dead. We just met with the people from the Kansas City Fire Department at their command post. They do have surface rescue and void searches going on right now, and they're coordinating many other fire departments that are coming in regionally from the area. Behind me, you can see all the Kansas City units staged to deploy their people out to search these areas. We do know we have some active searches going on in some commercial properties about 2 or 3 miles further down the road. We're going to try to get to. Roads are pretty much impassable in some locations, and the weather is turning on us a little bit. But we're here today seeing what's going on. This is why the regional task force concept is so important. Our national task forces are critical for the major disasters, but when you have a local issue like this Joplin issue, these regional task forces make a tremendous difference. They can get in quickly. The Kansas City guys are about 2 hours away. The Tulsa folks came up, Oklahoma City folks came up. Folks came out of Bentonville, Arkansas and Rogers, Arkansas with their task force. Those are the kinds of people we need. They've got good experience, good use of our training. They can come in, mobilize their skills quickly, identify the major problems, and get to work very rapidly. Plus, they're self-sustaining. The Kansas City task force is out here. Todd's out here with those folks there, mobilizing their resources, trying to do some searches, void searches off some of this collapsed structure we see around us, as well as coordinate some K9 units and other assets that they brought with them. Todd, any rescues so far?
Not for us.
None yet. So,
that's a good thing.
And that's a good thing.
That's a good thing.
That's a good thing. Any recoveries?
No.
Massive devastation. How come with all this that we see behind us, we don't have that much more loss of life? I know we have 90 confirmed at this point.
Right.
How come it wasn't worse?
We're really surprised. I mean, I think a lot of people got lucky.
Just a lot of lucky people out here. I think the construction may have had something to do with it too. If you look around, these are older homes. This is not lightweight modern stuff that we're looking at here. This is masonry, old style masonry.
Right.
That really hold up well. And if you look, you can see some of these people have basements and sub-basements, which would have kept them fairly protected, which probably accounts for why this residential area, which is devastated, didn't do worse.
Right.
So where else do we have assets from Kansas City here? Any idea?
Well, we brought we work out of a regional system where we have 4 fire departments in the Kansas City metro area, Kansas City, Missouri, 3 rescue teams, Kansas City, Kansas, 1 rescue team, Olathe, Kansas, 1 rescue team, and Central Jackson County, 1 rescue team. So we brought the Missouri side, and it kind of works well for us because the Kansas teams are still up in our area covering our back door.
Right, in case something else, because we're supposed to get more weather today and tomorrow.
Correct.
So we could be doing this somewhere else 60, 80, 90 miles away.
Exactly.
Those guys and gals will be fresh and ready to roll.
Right.
That's a
That
great
state line
idea.
works really well for us. They went to Greensburg, and we kind of covered their area.
And that was a rough one. So the regional task force concept, that's what you're seeing here. The Kansas City guys with the experience can help the smaller local departments mobilize their resources more effectively. So that's what we're seeing now. These guys are out here as kind of a clearinghouse for the people that have basic credentialing to do some work, as well as sending in the real specialists when they find someplace like the school behind us or some of the larger commercial structures to get into. We're going to head over to a Home Depot where the Missouri guys are operating right now and see what's happening over there. Outstanding. So how wide is this devastation?
It's my understanding it was 2 or 3 miles wide and 6 miles long. Correct? Yeah. It's unbelievable.
So you've been here since about midnight?
Yeah, we didn't really start doing anything until around 5, but we got down here at midnight.
Outstanding. So what do people need? What do the locals need? Did you hear anything? You need any of the local fire yet?
We haven't talked to anybody. We're kind of, because it's so overwhelming for them, we're just kind of staying with our own team and waiting to get orders and then going out.
Okay. Well, good deal. Central Jackson, huh?
Yeah, Central Jackson.
Outstanding.
Fire. Nice meeting you.
Thanks for being out here, fellas. Let us know if we can do anything for you.
Yeah.
So we're on scene. That's the Central Jackson Task Force guys. They've been here since midnight. You can see it's pretty overwhelming for the locals. We're going to head down to the Home Depot or the Walmart, meet up with the task force folks down there, see what's going on. As you can see, there's nothing left in this swath here. Complete and utter devastation. Looks like we're standing in front of a church, or what's left of what was a church, and we'll keep you updated. Mark, this was a school. How many students were here? How big a school was it?
Sunday there wasn't. It's part of a joint school system, the Catholic schools, Joplin area Catholic schools.
This is completely destroyed.
Pretty well all destroyed. The rectory behind, the church itself, the parish center.
This was the parish center here?
Yes, sir. And I'm not sure exactly what the count is. It's a couple of hundred, I think, that go here, and there's several hundred in the complete school system, high school and junior high, and they were on the north side of all of this. But
and you can see urban search and rescue's been through. Mark, there's our markings on the wall.
That's what a woman, I was talking to another woman, and she has a brother that was down in this rest home, and they haven't found it. They don't know. And
so this was a rest home over here?
That was yes, right down there where the white van is and all of that.
So this was a rest home?
Yes, right down there.
My gosh, that looks like it just got completely flattened.
It's gone.
We're out here with one of the members of Missouri Task Force 1. Behind us is what's left of a Home Depot. Russ, you were in there earlier. How bad is it?
It's total devastation.
Completely devastated. Any survivors come out of this building at all?
Not since we've been here. If they did, they were before our arrival.
If you survived the initial and were able to walk out, that was pretty much it?
Yes, sir.
So are you going back in now after the lunch break? Or?
Yes, sir. We've been here all morning. We just broke for lunch. We're about to go back in.
So how many guys came down with the Missouri Task Force?
We sent 39, I believe, down.
39?
One doctor, one with a dog, and several paramedics and tech rescue experts.
Okay, and we have 70 with Kansas City over with the Regional Task Force, and we have a couple of guys over in the EOC.
Correct.
So this operation is a joint operation. I saw some Springfield units, you guys. Who else is working on this site?
Missouri Task Force 1 just arrived, and they've sent, I think, 70 guys around.
70 guys. Okay.
So they've got several teams working here.
Outstanding. Well, all right. You're doing okay?
Yes, sir.
So you're going to spend the night, or how are you going to rotate out?
I don't know. I'll just do whatever they need me to do.
Okay. Okay, you got your 72 hours worth of food and clothes?
Exactly.
Appreciate your work.
Thank you.
Take care.